Okay, here's the exit video for August. This time's going to be a little bit different. We're starting with the fire tank there, and the significance of that will become clear in a second. But what you should be able to see from there is that the top of the fire tank is about 10 mil too high, so I can't feed it directly from the water tank, which is the green one, so I've got to figure out a method, probably with a pump, to fill that up, but we're going to need that before too long. That's up here at the top of the driveway because the bushfire service needs to have ready access to it. It's not for us, it's for everybody else, so it's like a communal resource. Everybody has to have a fire tank. But I'm actually going to have a second one further down, which is why I mentioned it. Now we're doing the traditional walk down the driveway, but this one will be a little bit different because I have to show you the bushfire clearing that's been going on, and that's probably going to be something I'll cut to rather than try and do in one shot, because otherwise I'm going to break my neck walking down there. So what you should be able to see here is less of what you saw before, i.e. more trees are gone. We haven't cleared every single tree because you have to maintain habitat for the swift parrots, but down there, I'm not sure if you can tell, but that was just a forest. Now it's open bushland or something it's called, where basically each tree is too far apart for the fire to jump between the branches. So that's all cleared down the side there, and then it goes further around the back as well in a big semicircle. So there be the house, and you can see that somebody's left all his carpentry stuff and his workbenches and whatnots on the veranda because it's been raining, and it's nice to be able to work without getting soaking wet. Anyway, that's that. Let's go and have a look at what's inside today. I think not a huge amount from last time, but there's some stuff. Oh look, there's a reflective guy. Okay. So what we have now in the kitchen is, you can see the bench tops are cut. They're not leveled or joined yet, but I've done all the joining holes and all that sort of stuff, so that's ready to go. There was a little bit of a mistake with the sink, but we won't talk about that on video. All of these cupboards are done. Pantry's temporarily gone somewhere else to be replaced by that low cupboard there. Plus, I've done 2 of these, and then I've got 2 more to go. They're just sitting there at the moment because I've got nowhere to put them. They'll go up high, not so high that small people can't reach, but higher so that you still have access to the bench top, and the total storage will be much more than the pantry, which, as I say, is temporarily sitting over there. So that's just a junky thing from Bunnings, and that'll probably go back up to the shipping container when it becomes a man cave. What we have there is the shower screen. I still haven't got around to looking at how to do that. I don't know if that red guitar even works. It just seems to sit there. I know the blue one works. That's the couch, which is going to be recoloured into a dark grey when I get around to it. Fire's been marvellous, so I've had that going non-stop. Nothing new to see in any of these places other than that's a glorious view when you look out there. Didn't get to do the wardrobes. Second bedroom, absolutely no change whatsoever. In fact, this is the first time I've been in this room. But what a glorious view for the guests. Okie doke. And the throne room, I think I might have mentioned before, it's got a backwards opening door. All the gear ready to install, but it looks like I'm not allowed to legally install a toilet. Bathroom, no change whatsoever. I think we looked at the fancy light last time. How does it work? I've no idea. Oh, hang on. Might help with a bit of power. No. Oh, there we go. Fancy mirror. Can change colours, do all that sort of stuff. All very good and well. Okay, moving right along. Nothing's changed over here that you can see from up the top. It's still looks like somebody's been working here. Those Olympic rings didn't get a workout this trip. We're going to go and have a look at the tank setup in a sec. So we'll pause that here. Okay, resuming. First thing you notice is that the septic tank is now out of the hole. the hole is now filled, a new hole will be dug and the septic tank will go back in, and that's costing me $2,000 every single time that happens. And thank you very much to the council for that, and also to the I don't know what they called, the environmental surveyor people who I think did the initial survey from Google Earth, and when it came time to actually do it, I had to change plans, which meant I had to basically double or actually triple my costs in some areas. So this absorption trench here for the septic is sized to cater for 6 adults in a normal suburban situation, but here am I, one person out in the middle of nowhere. Thank you, council, for that. So this was the hole, and now it's a non-hole, the inversion of a hole. So what I'm going to do is put the second fire tank on that, and the reason for that is over here you can see a great big huge burn pile there, great big huge burn pile over there, great big huge burn pile down there, another great big huge burn pile over there. Come September we're going to have a great big huge bonfire, and the fire brigade's going to come and we're going to have some fun and burn that lot, but we've got to have water handy. Here's another view of the absorption trench, just in case you're interested. So the septic tank is now going to go to the side over here somewhere, thusly, so that it can feed into the splitter box. For those of you who are interested in sewage plumbing, the splitter box is now on the side in the middle, rather than where it used to be at the end there. Right, as for the clearing, if we have a look at it from this angle, the first thing is you can see into the distance a lot more, like the view's vastly improved instead of just being a whole bunch of she oaks. You can see the clearing goes down 70 metres down that way. I've asked them to leave the small trees for me to do, because at $2,000 a day I can't afford to keep using them. So that goes all around where we can't see. Let's see if I can get a closer look without breaking my neck. This pipe here, we'll get to this in a sec as well, because that's part of my new science experiment, which seems to be working. Okay. This is where somebody is going to build an illegal structure down there, a 1-bedroom illegal structure, and there's the final burn pile over there with all this clearing going around the cusp. And then all this bush on the ground, I'll cut that all up with the 20-inch bar. Okay, finally let's get back onto the science experiment. This is to capture overflow from the tank and use it for watering the garden, which will be, well, the taps will be remotely controlled from Brisbane. So aside from the fact that somebody left a tree here, and I didn't realise when I was doing the pipe, hence the little bend on it there, what happens is the overflow comes out of that pipe there, and the head is controlled by that bit there, so when it gets too full it comes out there. But in the meantime it comes out there, goes along this pipe all the way along here. I've just kept the excess at the moment in case I need it, but then it comes down here and it fills up these 3 tanks concurrently, which you can see from the connections at the bottom there. I may put some extra bits in there so I can control each individual tank. So those tanks are on at the moment. All 3 tanks are on, which you can see. So we'll just leave that on. And then the overflow, I've just pegged this up here at the moment, which is higher than the tank, so it won't leak. So that's just there temporarily. And then the garden, I'll probably put in the sheltered area down there, and then run this water down to there. And then we have taps, as I said, remotely controlled to do all of that. Okay, that's that science experiment.